Alrighty guys, another week. Dun dun dun. Look at this drop in this month. Yes, it says down 9 pounds, but technically I did get up to 258 for a day. So down to 241. So if we want to pull strings, that's 258 minus 241. 17 pounds in less than a month. Actually, not the first time I've done that either. I did that way back when I was competing, and that last final week, before getting on stage, I managed to drop 17 pounds. Let me rephrase that last final month. Anywho, this is, I believe, week 3 already, flying by. It's actually been fun for me to make these videos, so I hope you guys are enjoying. And if you want to see something else from it, let me know. Macros are still the same. So training days are 350 protein, 450 carbs, 80 fat, and off days are 300 protein, 300 carbs, 75 fat. Dang, I am like a machine. I just remember shit. So notable things this week. I got a tattoo. You'll see the full vlog on that. Woohoo. As you can tell by just how easy I'm sitting on this, my hamstring is feeling better. Go back and watch my last leg day if you are curious to see how it looked under some load and getting trained. And today I'm going to run you guys through my morning ab routine if you care to watch, and also tell you a little story about tracking your macros. So, and how I may or may not know how to track my macros even after doing this for 16 years. But let's go ahead and dive into the ab training. So I do a little bit of abs every morning, and it was due to the fact that I had separated my abdomen when I was binge eating after my show. So like you can kind of see it a little bit. Sometimes this little center portion will pop up. I had eaten so much on Thanksgiving, and like you guys probably think I'm joking, but like no, I literally ate so much that I couldn't sleep that night. I tried to make myself vomit. I've never done that in my entire life. I hate throwing up, but my stomach was like out to here, and this spot actually separated. So guys, binge eating after shows, don't do it. What I typically do first, I don't know if this really works or not, but this is what I do, is I take this little ball, I put it somewhere behind my back to try to open up my chest cavity. I'll put my arms out to the side, and then I'll take a big deep breath and then blow it out from my lower abs. And hold. And try not to breathe. Anyways, I'll do this and I'll basically be practicing a vacuum, and then when it's time to breathe in, I try to open up my rib cage, get as much air as high up as I can, and then blow back out. Now, why am I doing these? Vacuums really help with our ab control, so they're gonna really help us on stage, being able to keep this all nice and tight and basically exactly what the judges want to see. I'm sure that they carry over into training as well. If you're able to hold a vacuum on stage, if you're able to hold a vacuum on the floor in the morning, you're gonna have better control over your transverse abdominis. So there's like ab muscles you can't see from the exterior. They're on the interior of your abdominal wall, and that's what's actually pulling this in. So you can't really see these muscles being worked, but they're in there. If you're doing it right, you're feeling it. Now, if you don't like doing these, you could also, I guess, just lay flat without the thing under your back. Or I've been doing some work for my hamstring where I'll do these little, I forget what they're called, but little like marching walks. Or I will do like a hip thrust, and during this, yes, I'm feeling it in my hams. Yes, I'm feeling it in my glutes, but then I will try and hit another vacuum. And you can do vacuums for however you want to do it. Maybe 5 sets of as long as you can hold, 5 sets of 20 seconds. Find a way to progress them, find a way to do them. If you do them right, you might even get a little bit sore. So that's the first thing I do. And then I roll from vacuums into some form of leg lifts. I've been on this kind of wide leg lift kick because I also want to stretch my adductors a little bit. I do train them a few days a week so they get tight. So I'll usually go wide and just really focus on using my lower abs to pull myself up. Then when that feels like I've done enough, I don't have sets and reps here, guys. I will do maybe some opens and closes. Again, trying to work on that adductor. If I'm feeling really spicy, I might slowly work them up like so. I'm sure this looks funny as hell on the camera, but this is what I do. Sometimes I will do circles. So again, it's kind of a combo. Working my abs, both from a physical standpoint of like what the judges want to see. I'm working my abs so that hopefully they don't separate any further and I don't need surgery. And I'm also strengthening and stretching my adductors. I'll do some of these, usually to finish off. This is like when I'm starting to get tired, I'll just do these until I can't. And then also I'm going to start today, because I told myself that I would, and I haven't. I'm going to start doing planks, because Allie and I did a plank challenge and it absolutely kicked my ass. So I will do a little one here while I tell you a story about macros. So what I've been doing every day has been tracking my macros like I should, basically on a meal plan. However, sometimes I eat off of that meal plan and I still try to fit my macros back as best I can, but I don't always know the foods that I'm eating out. So the other day, a good friend of mine, Alex Nearest, he made me a sandwich. And I guessed that it was, man, I suck at planks. All right, I guessed that it was 600 calories. So I logged it as 600 calories. Turns out he actually had the macros for me and I checked it the next day and it was 800 calories. So I was off. But by tracking the 600 and assuming that that was fact, I only ate 200 calories more than I should have that day. Old me would have been like, well, we had a sandwich, time to eat the whole fridge. So track your macros, do your best. It might not be perfect, and if you're not seeing the results you want, eat out a little bit less. But if you are able to track your macros, only be 200 calories off, and still be pretty much on for the rest of the day and the rest of the week, it's all going to shake out okay. You know, if you're a contest prep competitor, hell no. If you got a photo shoot deadline or something like that, probably not. But if you're just trying to live life and still make some gains, whether that's building muscle or losing fat, there you go. It's not that hard. So I guess you could, like if you're like myself and you're in a cut and you're going to eat out, you could pretend to aim a little higher. Maybe I should have said, okay, I think it's probably 600, but I'm going to go 20% higher. That'd be 720, right? I think so. I think that would be 720. Anyways, man, nah, okay, 20% of 600, 20% of 100 is 20. Yeah, 720. Or vice versa. If you're bulking, maybe you think it's 600, but you guess 20% lower, 480. That way you actually eat a little bit more calories. But that's a way you can still kind of live your life while tracking your macros. All right, guys, I'm out. I'm going to go do my stretching and cardio and then get ready for a meeting. So hope you're having the absolute best day ever. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, send your brothers, mothers, nieces, nephews, ex-husbands, first wife, and everybody else. Alex's Goats, Bodybuilding Vegan.